Hello gamers. In today's video we are going to be going over figures that I pre-ordered this year and leading into next year of figures that I just had to talk about because they look so good that we had to make a video about it. Ever since I opened my Shantae statue that I've gotten from limited runs, it opened up my heart to open up figures on the channel again because I've done it. I used to do it a lot and I stopped doing it for a while, but now it's time to get back into it. So without further ado, let's jump into it. First, we're going to go over the figures that I already pre-ordered that's going to be coming out this year, starting next month, being in June, which is Neptune for Hyperdimension Neptunia, the bunny figure, along with I also pre-ordered Noir's bunny figure as well. Now these are going to be my first ever free bunny figures, and why I decided these are going to be my first, because I love the Hyperdimension series. It's one of my favorite JRPG series of all time, and all the other times I wanted to pre-order Hyperdimension figures, I always missed the gun on it, but this time I was trying to be prepared for it, so right immediately when they went on pre-order, I jumped on it. So both of these, one is going to be coming out in June and the other one's going to be coming out in July, and I'm so happy to have both of them, and I cannot wait to have both of them in my collection and kind of unbox them and reveal them. I don't know if I want to do them as a separate video or together because they are kind of a pair, being Neptune Noir, so that is something we'll figure out once we get them. But I'm so excited to get these because these look so good. It's unfortunate, which I am falling into the freeing trap, that after I pre-ordered these, they released the legging version, because that's the one I wanted the most, is where they had the leggings. But regardless of the fact, I'm happy just to have the version without any leggings, but I'm just happy to have them in general. So that is the deal. After that, I got two Goddess of Victory Nikke figures of Emma and Alice. Almost every figure that's coming out for Nikke, I'm going to get because I love Nikke. It's one of my favorite games, and I just love the characters from it, and the characters look so sexy, the girls, and they look really well detailed. Starting with Emma, they got every piece of this character down right, just from the way she poses, from the way she looks, how thick she is, how good she looks, the guy, everything about it looks phenomenal. And it's coming from Furu, which I do have experience with my Rim 1/4 scale figure with Rim, so I am totally looking forward to seeing this figure in my hands. And this one won't be coming out until September, so we got a little bit before this comes out, before this figure. And then the Alice figure will be coming out right after that in October, which two Nikke figures within the two span of months. I don't know why I can't talk right now. I just woke up not too long ago, so my brain is still waking up to try to talk and have a conversation with y'all. But regardless of the fact, I just wanted to get this video out before it gets too much later within the year of talking about some figures. The next figure that I have on pre-order for this year is Blue Archives Kieran's Bunny Girl version. This goes along with the other Asuna Bunny Girl figure that matches them together, where you're able to put Asuna on her base and they're supposed to be a duo set as they are in the game. Now, the other Max Factory Asuna figure that went along with this, that should have gotten a corresponding figure along with that, we will talk about it a little bit later. But for this one, as Karen is a black character that I want to represent, as well as hot and gorgeous and one of my favorite characters in the game, I wanted to grab this as soon as possible. So I couldn't be just getting this because I missed the gun on the Asuna figure for Bunny. So hopefully they do a rerun of it so I can get the one that matches with it, along with the other one that's going to be we're going to be talking about in a bit. Moving into some more Neptunia figures, we're finally getting our first ever uni ever being made for a 1/8 scale figure. Now, from my knowledge, there has never been another character besides Neptune Noir. Nepgear had a figure. There's been one Vert figure, one Blanc figure, and that is it. We have never gotten a uni figure ever in my life, so it's a very big surprise to see that we're getting a 1/8 scale figure that looks this good in detail. You even got the Puni on her back, just looking so cool. No, that's Atelier. Doggo. They have the Doggo slime on the back, and it looks really, really good. There's part of the Wake Up version set that goes along with the Netgear, which is this one as well, that released about a few months ago, that I'm still waiting to pre-order for this one. Now, the Uni, I'm just hoping this leads into other characters getting more figures like Compla or Iffy or all the other characters within Neptunia, because there's so many great characters that deserves figures, especially Vert, which I did hear a rumor that we are supposed to get an official like Green Heart Vert figure sometime next year. But the only gripe that I have with this figure, for even though how good it looks, I don't think it's worth $200. I do think that this figure is more worth $150, maybe, but $200 is a little steep. But being the fact that it's the first ever uni figure and it looks this good in quality, I'm gonna have to pre-order this when it comes out. Moving into more Neptunia figures, this is probably the last one I'm gonna be talking about, is a new Neptunia 1/7 scale figure from the Virtual Stars game, which I still haven't had the chance to actually play yet. I heard that it was pretty good, heard some mixed signals that it wasn't good, but I'm gonna find out for myself. But this figure captures that pose and key art very well. It's Neptune in its entirety, and it looks really good. The other gripe that I have is that I really don't think that this figure is worth over $200, and that's why I haven't pre-ordered it just yet, because I'm very iffy on the price, and maybe it will get lowered in price if I wait. But I don't want to wait too long before it goes unavailable for me to pre-order. But the idea is that I just can't justify the price. As much as I love Neptune, I just can't justify having a price tag this much for a figure that doesn't really have that much to it. It's pretty much your basic standard figure that looks really cute and really well detailed. However, there's no real special base, there's not any like lightings behind or anything. It's your basic 1/7 scale figure, so I just don't see the point of having it be this high in price. Now, it is well known right now that figures are kind of getting a little bit more pricier than they normally would be in this day and age, but like, come on, $224, that's a big ask for a figure like this. The next two figures that we're going to be talking about is Atelier Ryza 2, Ryza and Claudia, a 1/6 scale figure of them both in a Chinese dress. Now this is a good price for two figures that look really good. Now, I love the Atelier franchise as much as I do the Neptunia franchise, and I always wanted a really good tag team of Ryza and Claudia together, because I always think of them as a good duo and team, and just in a good couple. I ship them really well. And of course, just having a really beautiful Chinese dress that really complements both of them in a good way. You see how gorgeous that Ryza and Claudia just looks and complement each other. The colors, the stance, the poses, just the thighs in general. You gotta have the thick thighs for who Ryza is. $392 for two figures is a good deal. Now you can buy them separately, but I feels like it'd be kind of a waste to buy them separately when they're meant to be together. And yeah, I'll definitely be pre-ordering. And then next is Kirisu Makise from Steins Gate. I have seen many different Kirisu Makise figures, but none of them has looked this good to me versus this figure right here, in a nice beautiful wedding dress, and just the face detail just looks really, really good. And just the way it looks and the way that the dress is swaying a little bit to the side, it has a nice kind of Kirase feel to it. and just looks really, really good. Now, I'm still kind of iffy if I do want to pre-order this or not. However, for the fact that I don't have a Kirisu figure and I was waiting for one that really stood out to me, this one is standing out to me a lot. Other than the other Kirisu figure that recently just came out. However, for a good price and a nice wedding dress, and you got the abs showing, and you just have this nice, good, confident sway look, the composition just looks really good, and I really, really enjoy this very much. So I might just pre-order this. That comes out in June of next year. But this also goes in the line of another figure that I'm gonna be talking about that I've already pre-ordered for that month. So it's on the table if I will pre-order it or not. The next figure I'm going to be talking about is Uraraka from My Hero Academia. Uraraka is my favorite character from My Hero. I'm not that into the My Hero fandom as I used to be when it first came out. Now I am waiting for season 7. When it does come out, I'm going to watch it and I'm going to finish it all the way to the fullest. I'm going to finish it, see it through to the end. However, I told myself I didn't want to buy a lot of My Hero Academia figures, but I did want one really good Uraraka figure, and I feels like this one really speaks out to her character herself, of her using her powers, her float ability. You see all the base looks really nice and fun and energetic, where you see all this different rubble and signs and all this other crazy stuff that's flying up in the air with her, but you also see her in a nice, good, like, dynamic pose that really shouts out for Uraraka herself. And I think this might be the one that I go for of pre-ordering. Now this comes out in February of next year, which is really soon after Christmas, so we'll see what I'm working with, if I'm going to be getting this right away or if I'm going to wait and see if I decide to pre-order this one or not. But I do really like this figure a lot, and if I was going to buy any My Hero Academia figure for Uraraka, this one would definitely be it. The next one is from 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. I think this anime in itself was a banger of a harem anime that really took the tropes of a typical harem anime and took it to 11 and kind of made fun of all the tropes, but made it so good with the storytelling and the characters. And Karine being one of my favorite girls in the show, and the only figure that they made for her that's in a 1/7 scale, which is surprising they didn't do Hakuri as well, but I'm assuming it's going to come eventually. But I have to buy this because one, it's my favorite girl from the series. I really like how it has that tsundere look, but she's also very cute and it's very dynamic. Her twirling her hair, a trait that, you know, the main character does notice a lot. And I just think it works really well from the base itself, seeing all the school bag and the different little items on the ground of the soda cans that she had when she was trying to ask him out to be a girlfriend. And it just looks really, really good. So I would definitely probably be picking this up. That comes out. This actually is already going to be coming out this year. I didn't pre-order it just yet, but I will be trying to buy it eventually. The moment of truth. Asuna Ichinose from Blue Archive, the Bunny Girl version from Max Factory, is getting a rerun for next year of April 30th. And I will not miss my chance again to get this figure, because I regretted it ever since I missed the pre-order for it, and I've already pre-ordered this figure because I am so looking forward to having this figure. It looks really good. You know why I'm getting this figure. I don't need to explain why I'm getting this figure. I'm getting this figure for one reason and one reason only, because it's hot. That's it. And she's hot. That's it. So the next few figures that we're going to be talking about is on Ami Ami itself, and we're going to be looking at a few figures that has caught my eye that really is speaking out to me, and that is this SSR Gridman of Yuri doing a split and these yoga pants. And again, for a good price, for $67, and her doing a nice split, and the god is just so juicy. I'm getting this for one reason and one reason only. I don't even know if she's my favorite character. I dropped SSR so long ago, but for good reasons, I'm gonna have to be picking that up because it just looks mamusik. Of course, a lot of the new bunny figures looks really good, and I am looking forward to getting into bunny figures. But once you go into the bunny figure market, it is a very slippery slope. But a lot of these do look really good. Some of my favorites being the Bunny Girl on a 1/4 scale, and it looks so good. I mean, there's nothing really to say about a Bunny Girl. They're in a Bunny Girl suit. It's really hot. You got the boobas almost bursting out, thighs, the composition. She's not even doing that much of a unique pose, but it just looks so good that I just have to have it, along with this Yuko Yashiki Bunny Girl 1/4 scale as well. And I just like that this Bunny Girl outfit is kind of like falling off because it's not able to fit her well, or she's pulling up. She got the short hair, she has the dark eyes, and it looks really good. And I just needs to have it. I think I just need more Bunny Girl figures now that I bought in 2 and I shot the gun of having 2. It's once you go down the rabbit hole, you don't stop. Oh yeah, and the next figure that we got to show some light on is a figure that I've already pre-ordered because I was not waiting. Was the 15th anniversary of Racing Miku 2003, and it looks so good. And and the key art is drawn by the same person who drawn Ryza. So that being alone, I had to grab this figure. I like that she's sitting on this 15th anniversary cake, and it looks fun and dynamic. You have the little birds that's along with her, and her hair being all sporadic out. It is a fun and amazing figure, and it looks like the key art just jumped off into 3D, and it looks exquisite. Already pre-ordered, already ready to buy, and this comes out next year of May, and I'm so looking forward to this. Next figure that I already pre-ordered immediately was Goddess of Victory Nikkei Volume. Volume is the reason why we all started playing the game. Don't lie. You saw this and immediately started playing Nikkei. Maybe the Ash too, but this, come on. Do I have to say anymore? You know why. You know why I play Nikkei. Mostly for this main story, but mostly for the girls. And this girl particularly, I was waiting for this particular figure ever since the game came out. I knew they were going to make this figure, and I knew it was going to look so good. Every part of this, from the ripped up stockings, the way she's sitting, the chair, the mic stand, the glasses, everything, the face details, everything just is sexy and good, and just everything about it just looks exquisite is another word I'm using for today. And immediately, without even hesitation, I pre-ordered this because I was not missing out on this. And when it does, it's gonna be a very sexy time. The next figure that I pre-ordered already is Belfast. Now, Belfast is not even my favorite character within Azur Lane, and I don't even play Azur Lane as much as I used to. My favorite girls is Agato and Takao. However, this is my favorite outfit in any of the characters that I've seen, because I just love that nice kind of streetwear, sexy thighs. But this outfit, when I saw the key art and the skin, I immediately bought it. Immediately found a way to get it, and just the way they made this look, it looks so good. So good. The only thing I wish is that for the base, it could have had this stone pattern, the same as in this art shot right here. I wish they would have did for the base, and I wish that the lamppost was there. I know that's a big ass, maybe that's a tall ask for this figure. I mean, I do like that they do have the shopping bag and other accessories on the ground with it, but just this figure just looks so good. from the thick thighs and the nice leggings, from her outfit in general, and just how it's kind of hanging off her body, and just the way she's like ready to go on a date, eating Pocky and everything else. It looks really good. This figure comes out in May of 2025. I don't know why I said it like that. May 2025. And the next figure I well, I didn't pre-order just yet, but I am thinking about getting it because it's already out, is Natsumi from Data Live. Now, I stopped watching Data Live after season 2, but if this is what we can look forward to, it might make me get back into the anime, because my god, this looks so good. I love a good skin tight legging, stocking suit, like how Tharja has hers in from Fire Emblem. This looks so good. And then you just have the nice good ab details, a nice good sexy witch. She has this nice little cunning little face expression. It looks really good, really good. I don't know that much about Natsumi. I've seen her, but I know of her, and this figure alone for $126, I would say is a good enough reason to get back into Data Life. I've always been wanting to, but now it feels like it's so far ahead that it's hard to get into it, catch up. But one of these days I'm gonna catch up, and maybe for Natsumi. Okay, the next figure I already pre-ordered, which is a good price for $123, and it's coming out April 2025 of next year. I pre-ordered the limited edition one that comes with this like little keychain of the key art. I know that this figure has a lot of controversy in the Atelier fandom, but again, I don't care. Sophie looks really cute. I think that this screams Atelier, where she's getting embarrassed while you catching her undressing in a nice cute moe type of scene. It really captures the key art of this figure very, very well. And I think this is probably one of the best faces that Sophie has had since any other figure. And it just looks good. I also like that the base has the nice little rug, kind of like from the key art into it. And I like that it shows like she's about to bash his face in with her wand. And you know, you still get to see her outfit a little bit, and it just captures the elements so well. I'm trying to rationalize why I'm getting this figure, but I just wanted one because I love Atelier, I love Sophie, and this figure is just really hot. That's it. That's all. I pre-ordered it, already in the box. Can't wait for it to come. Now, Tifa is my second favorite character of all time. And I am still waiting for a really good Tifa figure. Now, we did have the one with her purple dress, and I did miss the pre-order for that. But I'm waiting for a true 1/7 scale figure that is just her normal remake outfit, normal Final Fantasy VII PS1 outfit, or rebirth outfit. That's what I want. That's what I've been waiting for. I'm not really that big of a fan of figure arts or Figmas or posable figures because I just don't like how many parts and loose they are. I just don't like them. I like very nice, static, dynamic figures that aren't posable. They're already in a pose, in a way they look. But this is Tifa, and it's going to be $77, and I'm really iffy if I want to buy this or not. I'm really iffy. And then the next one is another Ryza figure, another original Ryza 1 figure of a 1/7 scale figure of her in her summer attire, which is one of my favorite outfits from the original game. And it looks really good. I mean, I feel like when it comes to Ryza, they always capture Ryza very well in all the great details, from her very bubbly expressions, from the way she looks in going on an adventure, her nice wand, the abs, the thighs, the cutout toes for free. And it's just a nice one-legged stand figure for $143, coming out in August. I had to pre-order it, and it looks really good. Moving into another Nikke figure is Marin. Already pre-ordered. That's coming out next year of January, in the beginning of the year. And Marin, not going to spoil what happens, but if you know, you know. Marin is a sweet, lovely, beautiful girl, which I'm surprised they actually made a figure of her first. I mean, it makes sense because it's one of the first girls you meet. However, if you know, you know. It's weird that they made her right away, because I mean, I don't even know if it's a spoiler, but I mean, it is. If people haven't played it yet, but like, I really like this. The figure itself looks amazing. It is kind of a generic pose, you know. It's not really like too grand, but it is a nice pose. It is her pose, and like got the right details really well. I really love the details of her belt and her accessories and her coat and her hair. Just how they got that down so well. And of course, the obvious things, you got the under boob, and then the thighs look really good, and just everything else in between just looks peak. And it's Nikke. I want to get all the Nikke figures. I pre-order every single Nikke figure at this point. The next one is a rerun of Natora's bunny figure from Fring. And one, I love Nagatoro, and I love this anime, and I'm waiting for a season 2, and I've been reading the manga because the newest manga just came out, so I've been rereading it and I've been loving it. I really want to get another Nagatoro figure that really captures Nagatoro and her actual essence. Maybe the one where she's pulling her teeth back and get to see her gremlin teeth or something like that. I would love a figure like that, but the only one we have is the swimsuit one in this, and it's sad. I love it, don't get me wrong, I love a good bunny figure. However, I would really like a Nagatoro figure in her natural self. I feels like instead of a bunny figure, I feels like they should have did the cat girl figure, like, cause she had a cat suit in the anime, so I feels like that would have been a little bit more fitting. And I know they can do stuff like that for the Taiga, because they did a Taiga figure. The point is, I just wish we can get a proper Nagatoro figure one of these days that's not a bunny figure or in her swimsuit. As much as I like her swimsuit because she does swim a lot, I would love to see her in her like normal attire or in a cat girl outfit that she wore towards the end of the series, or something that's more Nagatoro. Now, I do love that they do have the Nagatoro kind of expression slightly that she is teasing Senpai with, and she has that Nagatoro kind of look, but I feels like they could have gone a little bit better with it. I feels like they could have really captured like her really big smile and grin that she normally has, her really crazy expressions, maybe squint the eye, make one side eye bigger or smaller than the other. It feels like it's not really Nagatoro, it's like it's an imposter that's posing like her. But regardless, I like it. It's getting the rerun coming out in July, but I will probably be buying it really soon because I want it. And despite all the things I'm saying, I'm still gonna get it. And the last figure we're gonna be looking at is the Fire Emblem Alair 1/7 scale from Fire Emblem Engage, and I love this character. I don't know what makes Alair resonate with me so well, but out of all the characters I've seen in Fire Emblem, besides Lucina, she has been the one that spoke out to me. I just like the way she looks. I like the way her design is, even if it is like toothpaste, the memes and stuff. I really like this figure. I like that she's holding her sword. She has a nice good stance, that she's ready for battle, and she got her cape flowing in the wind. I like the base. I just like how her detail, the armor looks. Everything about this figure just looks really, really good and captures Alair really, really well. And I just would like to hack this. I want to be the first figure in the many of Fire Emblem figures that I get. and I really love Engage. I think it was a really great game, even despite people saying that it wasn't as strong as Three Houses, which is fair to say, but I really did love Fire Emblem Engage. I like seeing kind of the anniversary of all these characters coming together to be in a game, almost kind of like the everybody's here kind of moment. And it's going to be coming out February 2025, and I will be looking forward to getting that figure. All the figures that I will be looking forward to for 2024 and 2025, but there's so many figures that I could have talked about in this video, but I didn't want to make this video too long. It's already long enough for me, and as much as I love figures, I couldn't sit here for an hour talking about figures because I feels like it will start to sound redundant in the things that I'm saying. However, if you do enjoy this kind of video and you would like me to do another one of these for like an hour or show different figures that's going to be coming out within the year that maybe you might be interested as well, then let me know down in the comments down below, and I will definitely talk about it in another video. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, let me know by hitting the like button, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video next time. Deuces.